We're live!
Live.
Blah!
Happy Saturday night.
It's a Saturday.
I actually do want to talk about something.
Okay.
I want to talk about, as the title of the video heavily suggests, social anxiety disorder. Because there's something I've kind of come to realize, and I know I'm just hoping people watch the replay because there's nobody here yet, but why are you staring at me? My cat's staring at me. She's just sitting
She
on the
was doing that to me like 5 minutes ago.
What in the heck, you weird little... Anyway, as you all know, we are not the best at keeping our word on when we're going to schedule pre-recorded and live videos on lines.
Yep.
And I realized that there's a little more to it than, I don't know, I can't speak for David, I'm only speaking for myself. There's a little bit more to us not making videos than just me going, oh, I just don't want to make a video today, I don't feel up to it. My social anxiety is playing a part on that.
Oh, yeah.
It's, my brain will just start asking all these questions. Are they going to like it? Is it going to bring new viewers? Is it going to piss off viewers? Are people going to unsubscribe? Do we have enough content? Is it going to be boring? Is it going to be exciting? Do we have too much content? And all these questions just boom, 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 all at once. And finally my brain goes, you know what, never mind. No, we're not going to do this tonight. We can't do it tonight.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of the reason why we have such a hard time keeping our schedule the way we say we're going to have our schedule. So we're going to try harder. I know that.
Yep.
Because we don't want to let you guys down. And hi, everybody who's in the room at the moment. I do see we got a couple people. Hello, people. And don't leave with my computer with the camera. I don't have room to talk. I make that mistake all the time when we do live. I'm always looking at the computer like this when I should be looking at the camera.
Well, see, the problem is if we don't look at the computer, we can't see chat. But then if we don't look at the camera, we're not paying attention.
We can go back and forth.
Yeah.
Hi, Jenny. Hi, Fisherman.
Hello.
How are you two doing today? We hope you're having a good. Did you guys have a good 4th? Oh wait. Are you there new American? Fisherman, he's Canadian, isn't he?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, so then he wouldn't have a happy 4th of July because.
No, they just had Canada Day a few days ago.
Canada Day. Well, happy Canada Day then. Okay. I don't know Canadian holidays. I don't know.
I just saw it come up. Maybe it was a couple of weeks ago.
Okay. Well, hi, Jay. We hope you had a good 4th of July. And did you see fireworks or anything? We didn't see fireworks. We avoid the fireworks. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Fisherman had a good Canada Day. That's awesome. Awesome.
What is Canada Day celebrating? Is that like our 4th of July? I don't understand.
It's July 1st. Okay. You had a thunderstorm, Jenny. Oh, we live in Iowa, and boy, our weather is crazy here.
Okay, so July 1st is Canada Day. Canada Day is the day that Canada.
Wasn't it France?
Was it? Oh, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I don't know.
It would make sense if
we
France.
don't know anything about Canadian history. We are very stereotypical Americans.
I know this much about Canadian history. Actually, no, I know that much. I know nothing.
Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, my social anxiety is what's starting to get in the way of me creating videos. We're gonna try harder.
Yep.
I'm gonna try a lot harder. It's gonna take a lot of work, so I can't make any promises, but we will try as hard as we can to make videos when we say we're gonna make videos. But like I said, I can't speak for David.
No, I admit, I've been having problems. We always seem to make the recorded videos late in the day.
Yeah.
And you know me, I get up at the butt crack of dawn.
Yeah.
Or earlier than that. I get up usually before the birds start singing at 5 a.m.
Yeah, you're usually up before the sun.
Yeah, so doing a video at 7, 8, 9 o'clock, and that doesn't work for me sometimes.
Well, I've suggested recording them sooner.
We've tried, but we never seem to make it work. Like,
We're always busy with something.
I know, that's our problem. We're always busy with something. Well, you're always busy with something.
I'm always busy with something.
I'm just a lazy bones gamer.
You have been doing awesome. That's good. That's good. I actually met, we have a neighbor. She's a little old lady named Barb. She's so sweet and so cute, and I just love her to pieces. But she's got an adult son who lives with her, who also has very severe social anxiety disorder. And what was that noise? What
It's the cat.
Oh,
She's playing with her ruined ring.
Yeah, she's destroyed that thing.
Just go back.
Our cat has this toy that's like a big disc, and it's got a ball that goes around it, and then on the inside it's got this cardboard scratching thing for her. And over the last couple of days, we've had this thing since we got her over 2 years ago, and suddenly over the last couple of days, she's completely destroyed it.
Yeah.
So
like there's literally that much of the center ripped out.
Yeah, it's
just
gone.
A straight circle.
I would get up and show you guys, but show it to you guys, but I doubt y'all care. But
Plus, it just put 5 cardboard shavings everywhere.
oh, like the cardboard shavings aren't everywhere already.
Oh look, I listened to that. It's literally a stream of water coming out of her air conditioner.
Yeah, God, everything is going wrong with our apartment lately. Our air conditioner now leaks. I have to put a garbage can underneath it and empty it 2 or 3 times a day.
Our bathroom has a leak coming from upstairs in a pipe.
Yeah, apartment living, you gotta love it.
Oh, at least we don't have to pay for that or that.
Yeah, we don't have to pay for either one.
They can spend like a couple $1,000 fixing that shit. Stuff, whatever. And that, they're just gonna throw no AC and hope that fixes it.
It sounds like it's urinating. If you guys hear a urinating sound, it's not from
the air
us.
conditioner.
It's our air conditioner, not us. We have a wall unit air conditioner, and the thing leaks
Something.
all the time. Water. It is water.
Okay.
I know it's water because I dump out the stupid.
Yeah.
I dump out the.
It's producing water from nowhere.
Hello. 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 We have more people.
Which makes no sense. Because how's that even possible?
I don't know. So, what was you going to say?
I don't know.
I forgot what I was going to say. What was I going to say, guys? Tell me what I was going to say, because I totally forgot.
We get distracted by the urinating air conditioner.
We are easily distracted. Hi, Tina. Too bad you can't stay, but hello, and hugs to you too. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, now here's where the social anxiety starts kicking in. I don't know, like I've ran out of things to say, and my brain is going, oh shit, what do we do? 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 And it just, oh yeah. Oh, maintenance already knows about both problems.
Yeah.
Actually, our maintenance guy actually lives right on the other side of this wall.
And he's supposedly going to change the air conditioner tomorrow. A clogged condensation one? Ooh, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I don't know, but we're getting a new one tomorrow, hopefully. We were going to do it Thursday or Friday, but I was having a really, really bad day. That day, I went over to the patio, his patio, because we socialize all the time with him. He's a very nice guy. And I almost started bawling right there on the patio. I was like, look, I'm having a horrible day mentally and physically. Can we please do the air conditioner some other day? And he's like, that's not a problem. Not a problem. Yeah, we are worried. We got actually he lent us something. He lent us whatever the heck this stuff is. Mold control.
Well, we didn't know about the leak until we discovered a big spot in the carpet was soaking wet.
Yeah, our carpet was drenched.
So we got a shop vac, or Kathy got his shop vac, cleaned it up, and then we put that mold and mildew spray down.
Yeah.
It's dried out for the most part. We have a garbage can holding the water that's coming out of it.
Yeah. This air conditioner had a problem with the previous tenants too, because like the wall underneath it, when we moved in, the wall was so horribly damaged, and it looked like hell. And we were like,
it still does.
Oh, it still does. All they did was seal and paint it.
It doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good, no. But it looks better than what it did when we first moved in. Yeah.
That's a sign there's something wrong in that whole section.
Oh yeah, that whole thing is screwed. But we're also worried about mold with the bathroom.
Yeah,
we're gonna get a new air conditioner, Fisherman. They have them.
Yeah, it's just a big wall unit, maybe a 10,000 BTU thing at most.
Please stop using measurements that hurt my head.
BTU. I don't even know what BTU means. It's just a measurement of hot and cold.
I don't know
or
what it
space
means.
cooling and heating or something. I don't know.
And I have a really huge zip right there. Really huge zip. On my chin. Yeah, we're gonna get a new air conditioner.
I'm more worried about the bathroom.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, is the bathroom. We're not sure what's going on. We're pretty sure it's a leak from the drainage pipe of the apartment above us. But we've got water leaking through the basement. Luckily, that water leaks straight into the bathtub, so I don't have to put a bucket under it because it just goes down the drain.
Yeah, but we have literal stainage on the roof or the ceiling.
Yeah, which indicates that there's a lot of moisture up there.
Yeah.
We did initially have moisture
a fart fan.
Out of our, we call it a fart fan. It's basically that ventilation fan that you turn on when you have to smell up the bathroom.
Yep.
To suck the smell out of the bathroom. Well, I turned it on one day.
Basically got in a shower.
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I was in the bedroom and all I heard was.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? I'm like, British Thermal Unit. British Thermal Unit. That's what BTU stands for.
Okay. So
we're not even using American measurements. You're using other people's measurements.
Well, that's what they call it, a BTU.
Yeah, I know. Okay, you don't have to whine. Do I have to punch you?
Bring it.
We do this on a regular basis. Don't look at me like that. Stop! He has a series of faces that he makes that totally... Stop it! I can see you in the camera. I can see you in the camera. Cut it out. I will smack you. He does it to me all the time. There are too many forms of measurement. You're right, Jenny.
Well, it's only really two. There's imperial and whatever and metric.
Yeah.
Imperial's the American measurement for the or the U.S. measurement, because we're the U.S., so we have to be difficult. Yeah. Because we can't do anything normal.
Yeah, we can't do anything like everybody else does it. We have to do it our own special little way because we're so unique and blah blah blah. Yeah. Ah! If Canada weren't so cold, we'd be living there right now. But I mean, look at this. I bought this incredibly huge bag of, these are the dehydrated marshmallows that come in cereal, like Lucky Charms and stuff like that. This is a bag of just the marshmallows. I got it on Amazon. Don't ask me why. I've been craving them. No, I'm not pregnant. Don't ask. We're not pregnant.
No. No kids, not happening.
No, we're not doing that kid route.
Nope.
I'm too old. I'm too old to do the kid route now. It's a little late for me. So.
Not really.
So I hope y'all don't mind that I'm going to eat real quick. I just want to.
It's not that late. People have kids much later than however old you are.
Yeah, I don't know, but the older a woman is, the more likely she is to have certain birth problems, birth defects, like Down syndrome and stuff.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, the older you get, the more likely your kids will have a genetic disorder of some sort. Yeah, Canada is probably pretty awesome, especially compared to the U.S. right now with our. We're not going there. No. Our country is a joke right now. We are like the laughing stock of the first world countries.
We already were.
Oh, but we're worse. It's worse.
Yeah, we have a president that can't spell coffee.
Yeah. And thought we had airports
in 1775.
Yeah, it's like what?
I'm sorry, the American plane didn't come out for another 120 years. Or 100 years, or whatever. It was like 1872, I think, or something like that.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so fishermen, if it weren't so cold, we would probably be like running for Canada by now. Just like, please take us.
I'm sure we could get. Probably not. They wouldn't accept us.
Why wouldn't they accept us?
Because we're not really in a country that's detrimental to our health.
Oh, we're not refugees.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it's detrimental to our mental health.
Yeah, but they don't take that into effect. We're not running from murder and stuff like that.
Oh, I know.
That's
like Canada's a lot friendlier about inviting people in to live in their country.
True.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is, though, we'd have to do a lot. We'd have to work.
Well, they have a disability system.
I think. Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good point. Fishermen.
Yeah, they do. They have a disability system.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe. A lot of countries, to move there and become a citizen, you have to, like, work and all that good stuff.
I don't think Canada's one of them.
I don't know. Australia is.
Australia's a little weird.
Well, yeah, when 3/4 of your country can't be lived in.
Yeah, because there's like bugs like the size of like house cats. Right on it.
House cat. Try the side of a house. They had some.
Not the size of the house.
Side of a house, maybe. Door, maybe.
Door, maybe. It's hard to integrate with disability. Yeah. Where did you try to integrate to, Jenny? She tried to do it in the 2000s. Ontario's disability.
Yep. That's the only reason we're still kicking is literally because we have disability.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd probably be curled up in a ball somewhere on the street.
Yeah.
He's
actually been homeless before because
more than once.
Yeah, I've never been homeless, but I've lived with my parents for a long time.
I've been homeless technically twice. Well, no, actually, if we're gonna get technical, according to the law of Pennsylvania, in the resident system, 6 times.
Wow. That's crazy.
All between 2010 and 2012.
And so, like, what was it like
being homeless?
Yeah, I mean, take me through like a typical day of being homeless and mentally ill.
Well, that was quite an interesting little experiment. Well, my first time being homeless, I wasn't seeing a psychiatrist or a therapist or anything else. I didn't have Medicaid, Medicare, didn't have any money coming in, barely got food stamps. So I wasn't eating. I was sleeping, but that's because I wasn't eating.
Where were you sleeping?
I was sleeping on my brother's couch.
Oh, okay.
technically in Pennsylvania, that means you're homeless.
Well, what about like when you were truly homeless?
Oh, when I was truly homeless?
Yeah. We'll talk very, very technically, as in you did not have a roof over your head.
Okay. Well, the one time in Lebanon when I was homeless, the only time I had a roof over my head was Monday through Friday, 8 to 11:30 and 1:30 to 5:30, and then we'd go to a church and sleep there and go back to the day center. But it was closed on the weekends, so we spent the
Because,
day.
homeless people aren't homeless on the weekends.
Yeah, it was a new startup program. They weren't really sure about it. They weren't sure they were going to be able to keep running it. I don't even know if it's still running.
Yeah.
Most of the churches have given up on it.
There are homeless shelters in many parts of the United States, but talk about homeless shelters. I don't know much about them because I've never been truly homeless.
There's multiple types of homeless shelters. It's easier when you're homeless to find shelter, and I'm not trying to be sexist.
Okay.
I'm going to put that point blank forward straight out in front right now.
Okay, you're not being sexist, okay.
It's easier when you're homeless to find shelter when you're a female.
Yeah.
And I'm not being mean.
Well, there is one reason behind that I do know about is there's a lot of shelters for women who are victims of domestic violence.
Yes, and that's exactly it.
Yeah.
But even if it's not domestic violence related and all that, it's still easier to find shelter.
Yeah.
Because a lot of places everyone believes men can work.
Okay.
And I couldn't work. This
Right.
was when I was filing for disability when we were together.
Yeah.
When I was starting my fight for disability.
Yeah.
So a lot of homeless shelters are only in major cities. And even then, they're overcrowded, underfunded. That's like why you go in a major town like New York City, Philadelphia, Harrisburg, Des Moines, any of those, you see a lot of people in side streets sleeping in boxes.
Yeah.
Homeless shelters, one, will kick them out if they're alcoholic. Two,
if you've ever had a felony.
If you've ever had a felony, if you're on drugs, all these things. And I mean, yes, if
Jenny agrees with you. She said that it's a fair assessment, and it's absolutely easier if you're a woman to find a shelter.
Yeah, because everyone builds shelters around women. And this is not me being mean. I'm probably going to keep on repeating that line.
Okay, it's not you being mean. We know this now. Next point.
Like, a lot of shelters are just female only. And it doesn't make sense because men become homeless too. We all know everyone keeps on saying, oh, there's so many open jobs in this country. Yeah, if you have the degree to do the job, you have the money to move. Because in the U.S., we don't help people move to jobs.
Some places do, but those are like the real bigwig type jobs.
Yeah.
They'll give you a moving advance.
Yeah. But most jobs, say you're in IT, you're a low-level IT associate of some sort.
Right.
No one's going to give you a moving package.
Right.
You're going to be expected to do everything you need to do to get to that job, start by a certain date, but they won't give you any money.
Right.
And that actually leads to a lot of people becoming homeless.
Yeah.
And I've seen it. I've seen people in towns where the homeless population is people that are working. Because the outrageous prices places are charging for a one-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
You go into Lebanon, where I used to live, a one-bedroom apartment is like $650 to $800 a month.
Wow.
Yeah, it's bad.
That is bad.
And there's no studio apartments. You either go for a room for rent, where you're sharing the bathroom with 20 other people, And the bathrooms are horribly designed, and the shower has bugs crawling all over it.
Ugh.
Yeah, don't ask. That place was nasty.
Oh, we were homeless for a few months last year. I had to pay for a motel because our shelter wanted to separate you from your sons. We're both.
That is super common.
That is another problem if you have any sort of disability.
Yep.
Finding a shelter that will take you.
Yep. Like if I would have been homeless still at the time when I got that conversion disorder,
Yeah.
I would have been boned.
Yeah.
Because there would have been no way. I would not have been able to see the people I need to see.
Right.
And the shower wouldn't work because I could barely walk.
You couldn't walk at all when you had the conversion disorder.
Well, when I got out of the psych hospital or the rehab hospital, I could walk a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's still, there's so many things that these places don't think of.
Mm-hmm.
That really, if I had the money and the means and the ability, I have ideas of what would help. But the problem is the government isn't helping.
No.
And I'm not talking just Republican, Democrat, whatever. I'm saying in general, the government's not helping. The system is, and this is going to sound horrible.
Boy, I put him on a major rant there, guys.
The system is rigged against homeless people. We don't take care of our veterans.
Oh, I know. Oh,
and that irks the living crap out of me.
Yeah.
Because I've seen what happens.
Yeah.
We don't help our veterans. We don't help homeless people. The only people our government cares about are people that pay taxes in. It's churches that are doing all this homeless stuff, but then they have certain rules.
And they only have so much funding from their members because once again the government isn't helping.
Yep, because separation of church and state.
Right. Which I do support separation of church and state, but yeah, it's a lot. It's a bigger mess than I'm capable of analyzing.
And this is going to sound mean. If I offend anyone by this, I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
There are certain Christian people that have their heads so far up their butts that they are just...
Okay, be a little more specific because Christian is a very big generality.
Okay. Evangelical Christians, and this is not to sound mean, I'm talking the elite of the evangelical church. The Franklin Graham, the Billy Graham, all those mega churches. Pat Robertson. Oh, don't even get me started on that crazy freak.
Wow, we're just here to fund everybody tonight.
I'm all about it tonight.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry ahead of time, guys. Wow. Let's see, at one time, I get they're not equipped to handle any eventualities, but yes, there needs
to be a lot of stuff to help people find jobs. Like, all these places are hiring. Walmart's hiring. Walmart will give anyone a job just about. If you don't have a felony or something on your record, they might give you a job.
Yeah.
Problem is, there again, you have to come up with the money to get the uniform. I know it's down to a single color t-shirt and single color jeans, just different shades of brown and whatever.
Well, when I worked at Walmart, all it was any pair of pants that weren't denim and the blue vest, which they gave you for free.
It's now tan pants.
Oh, Lord.
And a blue shirt.
Oh, okay.
And a blue vest.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they have a straight up uniform now.
Yeah.
So you have to come up with all that to start working.
Yeah.
And it's like, and if you're homeless, where are you going to get the money to get that?
Yeah, I actually had one job that actually had a good system when it came to their uniforms when he first got hired. I'm not going to say who it is, but when you got hired, they gave you a catalog.
Yep.
And the catalog had all sorts of uniform options, from shirts, pants, hats, pins, whatever.
I know what you're talking about, what company you're talking about, too.
Well, what they did...
one of them.
Are you done? What they did was you would order whatever you want out of the catalog to create your uniform, and they would split the bill into thirds, and they would just automatically deduct it from your first 3 paychecks.
It's true. There are some companies
So
that are
that was
starting to do that.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
That's a very good idea.
For people who are just starting out working, who don't have money saved up or whatever, to give them sort of an advance to get their uniform.
And Jenny, you are right. There are some churches, like the homeless shelter program in the city I used to live in Pennsylvania. Were just starting up a homeless shelter where I live.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason I wasn't sleeping on a park bench.
Yeah.
Was because they started that homeless shelter program.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard, that program's actually...
Andy! Sorry. Andy's here. Hey, hi,
From
Andy.
what I've heard is that program's actually kind of gone down in a bad way. Because they were relying on the churches so much. Because every night you would go, every night for 2 weeks you'd go to a church. And you sleep there, and then during the day you go back to the shelter. From what I've heard from people I know that still live there, one of my old schoolmates was in the program there.
Mm. But
the churches are just backing out. Because they wanted so much money. The program that was, how do I explain this?
Breathe.
I'm okay.
You're going crazy.
The place that was running is expecting so much of a donation from each church every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, that's on top of them spending all the money to have people there. They say everyone's a volunteer, but even if you have people volunteering, there's still manpower, electric, water, bathroom. You still got to pay all these extra utilities for running your lights overnight.
Right.
So there's not a lot of churches can't afford a lot of money up front every month. And they're using a lot of smaller churches.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of the
see, and where I grew up in Peoria,
yeah.
Illinois, there's only 2 Peorias in the United States, Illinois and Arizona. The homeless problem there was horrible.
Mm-hmm. That's a growing problem.
We had the park bench people.
Yep.
We had people who lived in the alleys downtown.
In tents and cardboard boxes.
Yes, we had cardboard boxes. We had people who would live under the interstate or bridge overpasses.
Mm-hmm.
It was really bad. It was really, really bad where I grew up. But luckily for me, both of my parents worked, and I worked until about 10 years ago.
Yep.
I've been on disability I got approved for disability 10 years ago. And luckily, with our 2 disabilities combined, we are able to afford an apartment. We're living in the cheapest apartment in the entire area. We pay $625 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yep.
There are no 1-bedroom apartments. You're in Lexington, Kentucky. It's scary.
And the fact is, the homeless shelter program is growing. Mm-hmm. Because what's happening is our minimum wage hasn't gone up in literally 12 years. A lot of companies are starting to pay more than minimum wage. But, okay, so let's do a lesson in economics.
Oh, God. People sleep downtown on the street and
yep.
in the library and courthouse. Yeah, our downtown in Peoria was just tons of it.
All right, so in 1952, give or take the 50s, Eisenhower era, whatever, you could afford to own a house, own a car, have a family on
one income.
One income.
That would be the male or the
usually the male.
Yeah, usually the male.
because this
The
is
father, the husband, the whatever.
and in terms of money today, they would have been making $8 to $9 an hour. And that was usually a union job or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Now you need 2 jobs, 2 incomes, and a side gig just to afford
Oh yeah,
a house.
yeah. Growing up, my mom was always working 2 or 3 jobs,
Yep.
and my dad was working 1 full-time job. And as soon as me and my sister turned 18, or not 18, 16, as soon as me and my sister turned 16, we had to go out and get jobs.
Oh yeah. I had to start
get
working
jobs.
at 16.
Yeah.
I had no choice in the matter.
You're right, Amby. I mean, just the 2 of us.
We struggle.
We do struggle.
We
have a lot of good things to be grateful for.
Oh yeah.
We have food in our kitchen. We have a
Yep.
roof over our head, but at the same time, my mom, who lives next door, she's the one who drives us everywhere. So we don't have a car payment. We don't have auto insurance that we have to pay for. But if it weren't for my mom driving us, and there's no public transportation in the city we live in.
No, there's
so
none.
we'd have to find a place in the nearby city.
And that's going to be expensive.
And that would be a lot more expensive than the rent we're paying here now.
Yep.
But we wouldn't be able to get to the doctor. We wouldn't be able to get to the store. We wouldn't be able to whatever.
We'd be able to get to the doctor. We would just have to wait a long time before or after.
That's true, yeah, because they do have a disability.
But going to the store, we'd have an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom literally saves our butts when it comes to transportation.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because neither one of us have a driver's license either. My eyes aren't good enough, and your last one expired while you were in the nursing home.
Yeah.
And you didn't renew it, and so.
And there's no guarantee I'll be able to pass another driving physical.
Right.
Less.
Right. Because of your tremors. Hold on.
And my eyes.
He has what's called essential tremors.
Yeah, you can see him
which is kind of like a minor version of Parkinson's disease.
It's a weird variation of it.
Yeah.
Basically, anytime. What do you say?
Oh God, credit. Oh, the credit system in this country. Trying to get a loan. Both of our credits are screwed because of medical bills.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
my
have so many collectors.
Shot.
I'll be right back, guys.
There will never be a day where my credit goes above 600.
Yeah.
Because I don't make enough money to get anything.
Yeah, the only reason we got approved for this apartment, I hope you guys can still hear me. I'm in the kitchen right now. I'll be back in a second. The only reason we got approved for this apartment is because we were already living with my mom.
Yeah.
And the landlord and my mom were kind of friends.
Yeah.
They got along real well. And my mom explained to them about our disabilities and stuff like that. And do you need a soda?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
At least with us, it's a guaranteed income.
Yeah.
Unlike half this town, when half the town lost their job at the plant.
Yeah. Yeah, we live in one of those areas where almost everybody works at like one of the same 3 or 4 businesses.
Yeah.
If one of those businesses goes down, like one of them did, a lot of people lose their jobs.
Yep.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. Dr. Beth.
Yeah, and what's funny is we think our credit system is bad, but if you go to China, they have a scary system. Have you heard about what they do?
China has a whole slew of scary stuff going on that we don't have.
What they do is they track everything that you do. The government does.
Big brother.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's scary as all get out what they're pulling off. But yeah, it's I don't know. Situations are there's a lot that needs to change in this country, and it ain't changing.
Not anytime soon.
No, at least another 2 years.
At least.
And what's funny is you never hear presidential people, the presidential hopefuls, candidates, whatever, they talk about getting rid of student loan debt. Okay, why am I going to, okay, I'm shutting up
No, go ahead.
now. They talk about getting rid of student loan debt, which is nice because that would help a lot of people.
Mhm.
But that still doesn't help the fact that we need to raise the minimum income.
Yeah.
Jumping back to my prior conversation about minimum income, if income would have kept on going up through the past 60 years, it would be over $21 an hour
For minimum.
for minimum.
Wage.
And the problem with that is, not even $21 an hour is going to buy a house.
No.
You're looking,
We will probably never get out of an apartment.
no, we never will.
No, we will never own a house.
No.
Actually, for this apartment complex, we probably would be homeless. Because this is, like I said before, the cheapest apartment complex in the area. There's no way we can afford much more on our income.
Nope.
We're not trying to throw a pity party or try to convince people to donate money to us. We're not doing that.
No.
We're just stating how it is.
The situation,
What it's like to be in our situation, mentally ill, unable to work. Yeah. Like even our computer that we're using to do this is 8 years old.
yeah,
And for a laptop computer,
that's old.
ancient. That's ancient.
Yeah.
The thing might as well be a paperweight at this point. But this technical genius has kept it going for 8 years. I don't know how he did it.
I've only torn it apart 3 times. Twice to change the internal battery and once to reseat the RAM. Which I'm pretty sure is that one RAM stick shot by now.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. If we were to have kids right now, oh my God, how would we be able to fund a child?
There's no way.
There's no way we'd be able to afford the clothing, the school, the food, the medical care, all that stuff. There's no way we'd be able to afford raising a kid right now. Very scary to think of if I lost my job or something. No savings, no assets, no credit, and two little mouths to feed. Oh.
That's exactly my point right there. I'm sorry for pointing at the camera, but that's exactly my point. Is we have a system where no one has any money saved up. So
right,
no one has a rainy day fund, as everyone likes to call it. And that's not their fault. No one can afford to. Say you make $15 an hour doing whatever. Your rent is, who knows, $1,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
You have utility, food, gas, insurance, everything. By the time you're done paying everything off and eating, there's just nothing left.
Yeah.
And that's not how it should be. It is
impossible. It's not almost impossible. It is impossible to save in certain situations.
Like our situation.
We never have money at the end of the month.
No, we're always broke. We try to get ahead, and like I have glasses. I need to get new glasses.
Yeah, his glasses are currently being held together by glue.
Yeah.
That I put on it.
Like I'm looking into vision insurance, but that's another $35 a month for the 2 of us.
Oh yeah, and like
that's without the co-pays.
And like dental care, the dental care that I need.
Don't even get me started there.
Okay, I'll go into it. I avoided this topic long enough, but I will go into it for those who are curious. I have no teeth. It began when I was in high school, and I kind of had. Oh, it's hard to say it.
I know it is.
It's hard to say it. I was, in all essentialities, I was bulimic. I had a very strict diet regimen that I followed. I even had a purging schedule. I scheduled my purging so that it would never happen at home. So I didn't want my parents or my sister to know. Anyway, all that purging, and I was kind of a laxative junkie, all that stuff led to the beginning of the deterioration of my teeth. By the time I recovered from the eating disorder, brushing my teeth was a very, very painful endurance with a lot of blood. My gums would bleed, my tongue would bleed, my roof of my mouth would bleed, all just from simply brushing my teeth. And my parents couldn't afford the dental care that I needed to get my teeth fixed. So over the years, the pain got too much. I stopped brushing, and eventually they all either fell out or got infected and got removed. I have no dental work or no dental plan whatsoever right now.
No one knows. They don't. There's no dental insurance.
Anyway, well, yeah, I have none right now. So and dentures are, their prices are just through the roof on dentures. So I can't afford dentures. So there you go. Now you guys know it. That's why I have no teeth.
Yeah, that's it. And if we were on, then this is not making excuses for whatever. I'm not making excuses.
Andy, I love that. I love that. Let me read what Amy said.
Okay.
I said, I could save, but only if we literally go without some stuff for a few months. And in my opinion, what's the point if you can't enjoy life a little? Yes.
Yes.
So true. So true. We do have things that we buy, that we spend money on.
The Xbox. I games
He's got
every
an
once in a
Xbox.
while.
He actually won the Xbox, though, out of the contest.
After my last one took the shit.
Yeah, he actually won the Xbox, so we're kind of lucky there.
Got lucky. Yeah.
Like I said, our laptop he's had the laptop for 8 years.
Yep.
There's no way we could afford another one. If anything happens to his laptop, we're kind of screwed. Yeah. When it comes to getting on the internet, we do have phones.
Yep.
We pay prepaid phones where you don't get the phone free and all that neat stuff. You pay for the phone and you pay for the service ahead of time.
So we've kind of just recycled phones.
Yeah.
We just buy a refurbed phone, use it till it dies, get a new one.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
so we're always 2 or 3 years back on cell phones.
Yeah, and another thing, I bought my candy. I am a candy addict. I have to have candy of some sort.
I bought gummy worms. I'm not gonna
lie.
I
bought gummy worms.
I bought a lot of gummy worms.
And so yeah, if we didn't buy the things like the cell phones, my candy, your video games.
Yep.
If we didn't buy those, yes, we probably would be able to build a very small savings very, very slowly. But our lives would consist of us just basically sitting here and staring at the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Because we wouldn't be able to afford anything enjoyable.
Yep.
This country punishes its sick people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it does. It's been point blank proven.
Yeah. In this country, if you are sick, you get punished.
You want to hear an interesting story I've never told anyone?
Have you told me?
No, I've never even told you this.
Oh.
About while I was homeless. When I was truly homeless in the shelter program. So one night I was this was right when I went to the psych hospital the second time.
Mm-hmm.
I think you were asleep at the time because you were in the middle of a med reload. And
yeah.
Yeah. So you were sleeping a lot and I couldn't get a hold of you. So I called the local emergency room and they transferred me to a MHA, mental health assistant or associate, whatever.
Okay.
The hospital had a couple working there because they were where the mental people went, right, for intake. I called them to talk to them because I was having a lot of issues. It was a Sunday, so the library's closed. Everywhere's closed.
Hi, James.
Hi, James.
James. That's the James that I met the last time I was in the hospital.
Okay. Hello, I'm David. Nice to meet you.
James met me in person when the last time I went to the psych hospital. I hope you don't mind that I said that out loud, James. I'm sorry. I just realized that maybe I just said something about James that he didn't want everybody to know. I apologize, James. I'm sorry. So, go ahead. What were you saying?
No, it's okay. I called in to talk to someone because I was having a lot of issues.
What kind of issues?
Straight up psychosis
Okay.
in the middle of a park.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
When you were homeless.
when I was homeless.
Okay.
And they told me that I shouldn't come into the emergency room
Okay.
because they told me you need to find someone to talk to, someone who isn't in an emergency room. They told me to go to a church service later that day. They told me to spend the rest of the day alone in sitting in on a bench in a park while I'm having a full psychotic break.
Okay.
So I ended up calling the ambulance myself
Okay.
because they wouldn't call it for me.
All right.
And I told them where to take me, and they knew me because they gotten to know me over the couple of years I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
And that hospital, nothing against that hospital, but they are idiots. You don't tell someone who's in the middle of a psychotic break to go to sit in the middle of a park, talk to no one, talk to themselves. And I'm here carrying all sorts of my meds with me all the time. I have my computer, and I'm in the middle of a psychotic break. So if someone pulls up to me and says, whatever, I don't know what's going to happen. It's mind-boggling what this country does. This country, we punish our sick. We really do.
We did. Okay. David, breathe.
I am. Don't worry. I'm okay. It just, we're a first world country with third world treatment of their sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have Social Security. Yay, we get not enough to survive on.
Just enough to get by at the end of each month.
Yeah, well, if we were separate, that wouldn't be happening.
Yeah, if we were separated, there's no way we'd be able to afford an apartment
No.
on our own.
I'd still be in the nursing home.
I'd still be with my mom.
Yeah.
Hell, even my mom struggles to make the bills.
Oh, I know.
My mom is 67 years old, and she has a full-time job. On top of her retirement, and even she's barely making her bills.
Yep.
We give my mom some money at the beginning of the month to help, but that's in exchange for all the driving that she does for us. She takes us to our doctors, she takes us to the store, she takes me wherever I need to go.
Yep.
So we give her money in exchange for that. But to take us wherever we need to
Can't
go.
afford much more.
Exactly. And then on the flip side, if we didn't give her that money, what am I trying to say?
It's a mutual benefit.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
And I'm sorry if we're ranting or if we've offended anyone, or we're not trying to ignore you. I needed to get some stuff off my head. And I'm really glad we did this live.
This has been one of our best lives. We are really glad you guys all decided to make it.
There's just so much going on right now that needs to change. And like, we have NAMI, the National Alliance for Mentally Ill. They're doing good work. I'm not gonna lie. Some chapters do better work than others. I'm just gonna be point blank about it. The one here in Ames is super active.
Yeah, they are. And if we had better transportation circumstances, we'd be there.
Yeah. That's like, we all know. So here's an interesting situation I'm personally in. I'm a big guy, as you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
I weigh 600 plus pounds. I'm just going to be honest. Sorry.
Take your time.
I need to start the process to get the gastric bypass surgery or gastric sleeve surgery.
Yeah.
Problem is, no hospital near me does it. I have to get to Des Moines, which is 45 minutes to an hour away, depending upon traffic. But it's more than one trip. It's 6 months to a year and a half of trips.
Yeah.
Every month, every 2 weeks, however often it is. We can't afford the gas. Her mom can't take that much time away.
Right. From her job.
It just, and I don't know what to do. Like, I have a standing offer from someone, but there's part of me that just can't accept that offer.
But even that offer wouldn't be the offer that was made to us. While it's very, very generous offer,
It's not going to solve the problem.
it's not going to be enough.
Like, I'm sure he thinks he can afford, or that person thinks they can afford the trips.
But yeah,
It's going to be $1,500 plus a trip. And I just can't make someone pay that out.
mm-mm.
That's someone's life savings.
And we even told the person that there's no way we'd be able to pay him back if he did. And
No.
he's like, don't you worry about it. I got it. And I just don't think he realizes what he's trying to, what he thinks he's offering.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And, like, I'd love to, there's so many parts of me that want to do this, just do it. I've looked into it. I've started the process before.
Yeah.
But I was told I need to see a therapist for a year to 2 years before, because of the mental illness that I have. And that was before we knew how severe it was. So now it might be a year and a half, 2 years of therapy every week before I can even begin the process.
And my mom can't take that much time off of work. And with neither one of us having a driver's license or a car or whatever,
Yeah, we could get her to, but we'd spend half a day to a day in town.
Yeah.
And I'm
HERDA
sorry,
is the
local
disability.
medical, yeah.
Disability public transportation.
And my
For
knees,
those of you who don't know.
and I can't bend my knees that long
Right.
because my leg will swell up to the size of a watermelon.
Right.
It just, there's so many situations where we're put into a corner that I just don't know what to do. So I'm trying to eat less now.
And I'm just as much to blame for your weight as you are, though.
Yeah, but
Because I do the cooking and I do the serving, and I'm the one.
My weight was a problem before I got with you.
I know, but I'm not helping make it any better. Yeah. All right. I think. Yeah, he's getting upset. So he's getting upset. So we're gonna cut it for the night. We're gonna try and do a live again tomorrow, like we do every Sunday. So hopefully you guys can tune in for that. It'd probably be around the same time, around 7 o'clock Central Time.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow Sunday.
Yeah, we usually do it at 4.
Oh, 4? Oh, 4. Oh, that's right. On Sundays we usually do it at 4.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So tomorrow we'll try to do a live again around 4 p.m. Central Time. So if you're watching this and you want to tune in tomorrow, that'd be great. We would love to have you. And we're gonna get him some Ativan.
Yeah.
Because you kind of got yourself all worked up.
Yeah.
We're gonna go into crisis mode, where one of us goes into caretaker mode when the other one is sick. This time it's going to be me caretaking for him. No worries, he's going to be okay.
Oh, yeah.
We've done this many times, both ways.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to cut it short for tonight. It's been about a little over an hour, or about an hour.
Yep.
And yeah. So if you want to see us again live tomorrow, hopefully, like I said, I can't make any promises, but hopefully it'll be around 4 p.m. Central. So we hope you guys have a great Saturday night.
Have a good night.
And we'll see you next time.
Yep.